안녕하세요, 여러분. Tony입니다. Hello, everyone. It's Tony. So, in continuation with my reactions to Treasure today, because today is a big, big day for all Tums, all Treasure fans out there. With it being their first ever full album release for the first step, the Treasure Effect. So awesome release so far. If you haven't checked out my reaction to My Treasure, which is their title track, which they released a music video for, you should definitely first go check out the music video and then come back to check out my reaction, which will be linked in the Treasure playlist in the description box below. Hopefully you guys do check it out. It's an awesome song. But with that being said, obviously with this album we got a lot of tracks already that we have seen already, being Saranghae, Boy, Bling Like This, Come to Me, Orange, but also even Going Crazy, as well as the piano versions for some of their performances that they recently did for Mama 2020, which I've also reacted to, which should still be up unless if I removed it due to copyright issues. But with that being said, there are two other tracks that are brand new from this album, which I wanted to take a look at with you guys, being the first one, Be With Me, and then the highlight, the one that I am super pumped for, Slow Motion. So obviously they're going to be timestamps, but you should definitely stay tuned for both of these because they're both probably going to be amazing songs. So we're going to start off with Be With Me, and then we'll end off with Slow Motion. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is Be With Me. Oh, do I have my... I do have it muted. I think this is Yeda. So it's more of a, I would say like maybe more of like an acoustic guitar type of song. Very smooth still so far. And I like the kind of like, if we think about it in terms of the actual album kind of like progression, we have first My Treasure, which is kind of like similar in tone. So we're going off to now something a bit kind of like different, but still very bright and still very kind of like emotional, heartfelt, very still in the same tune of what we have for My Treasure. So in terms of the progression, it's pretty good. Ooh, the haha. Still very fun, bright. Oh, this is a little fun. It's like they're kind of like da na 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 na, and then go da na na na. That's quite fun. That's a little fun playfulness that I'm noticing in this song in particular. But they did the same thing, kind of similar to in My Treasure. Ooh, the vocals, the harmonizations. This is something that I've been noticing since Orange and stuff and like whatnot. Like when they have more of like an emotional song, they've been really like getting to know each other's voices. So because like the harmonizations, you can still like distinctly make out each voice, but it's still very kind of like well put together. It's very nice, and it's kind of like you can see the same thing in kind of like their Black Clover OST, which I also reacted to for Beautiful. It's very kind of like melodic, and the harmonies are still very tightly knit together, but it's still very distinct and unique. It sounds so very... Ooh, the whistling! Ooh, that's fun! Ooh, that's fun. But like, I feel like there's a lot of Yedam in this. So that might just be my thing. I'm not exactly too sure on who's, but like, it feels like there's a lot of like Bang Yedam, I think. That was interesting. The pause there is certainly something that I'm not used to, and it's just overall this song is not something I'm used to from Treasure because they're more in the tone of like, you know, fast paced kind of like hip hoppy songs. Here I think this is like a continuation of what My Treasure is. They're trying to show off a different side to them, a different like image, a different sound, and I like it. It's really cool. It's just like this is maybe a bit slow for me because I'm expecting a bit faster, but it's really soft and like very kind of like just, you know, vocal forward, which I can really appreciate at least. Ooh, it's fun. What is that? Like a little xylophone or something? Like they're running it through zigzag thing? How do hold? It's very fine. Oh, that's fun. A little ka with the bell. Bing. There's like a lot of like fun little things. You have like that zigzaggy kind of like tone sound in the background, and then you have this like fun bell. There's like very playful. I think it's like a maybe like a more of an experimental song, I would say. Very bass. The bass. Ow! See, like even that thing, like it's just like a howling of a wolf. They're just being very playful with it, and I enjoy this because like this is a lighter tone in contrast to any other kind of like tracks that we've heard from Treasure, and I think it's really staying in line with my Treasure with the comments I made on that, being like they're kind of showing off more of like they're just like normal selves, being more like crackheadiness. They're one for playfulness, and because we got to remember these guys are still very young, and we take them to be like kind of like really high standard, but I like how they're having fun with it, you know? I like the whistling. I even like the little voice like, it's just very like kind of like chaotic, but it's there's like an order to this chaos. There's like a logic behind it. Is it cello? Ooh, you're a dream. Very smooth, very nice high vocals, but they kept it within that same range that everybody else has, so it doesn't stand out too far from everybody else. Very nice. So again, we're da-na-na-na-na, the very fun part. See, even that there's like a still another pause, but this time they have like some comedic relief. It's like na na cha cha, and then they come in really fun. Is that it? Interesting. That's a really cool, like little fun, playful relief on it, actually. It's cool to know that they can do kind of like a slower song like this in more like a cappella-esque. That's something very unique that I'm noticing from these guys. That it's like not normal that we've heard something like this, but it's definitely showing a nicer side, a bit like more kind of just vocal forward side. And that's a really cool part. I am not the biggest fan of the song, and definitely if you would ask me what song from the album is my favorite, I would not reach for this one first. It's a very good song, it's just that I think it's a bit too slow for my personal liking. I would have liked it to be maybe a bit faster, or maybe have another voice come in, because you know it's like very kind of just like one person driven, and then you'll switch later, but it doesn't have like those dynamics that I love to see in a Treasure song. So hopefully Slow Motion, which is the next song that we're gonna be looking to, actually fulfills like these like hype that I've been like hyping up for, because when I first heard it on the sampler, I was super hyped for it. So, you know, let's get into it. Yeah. Oh, I have it muted again for some reason. Ooh, piano. Oh, it's gonna be this is good. So, Orange was by far my favorite, like kind of emotional ballad song. I think this might replace Orange. I think this might just be the bop of the entire album, apart from My Treasure. You know, I then again the entire album is technically the bops because they're all of the title tracks and the B side tracks. But let's see. I need a minute. I need a minute. Holy cow! Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. I heard the first like 10 seconds and I am blown away already. This is oh, Treasure be blessing my ears today. Wow. Give me a minute. Oh. Guys, I don't blame you if you have Kleenexes. You should probably get them for this song. This is gonna make you cry. This Ooh. Wow, the vocals, it's just so powerful. It feels there's like an echoey effect on everything. So it just sounds so much grand and like just more like emphasized. Gravitas is just there, you know? Oh. Wow. Slow motion. It feels like this is OST type of level stuff. This if this was in Black Clover, this could have replaced Beautiful. This is that type of like OST for K-drama. It's perfect for any background music song. This feels like the brighter sun, you know, like going towards a brighter tomorrow. Cannot wait to find out what the lyrics for this are. Oh, there's some nice vocals. See, like this, I think has the makings of what would Be With Me, personally, in my opinion, was missing. Even here, despite only having one person, there's like this reverberation or like this second audio track underneath, kind of adding a bit more kind of like dynamics to the song. Yo, this is dope. Oh, whose high voice is this? That's so well done. Because like to sustain, to do that, like that's so difficult, but he makes it sound so easy. Oh my god. I'm getting chills, man. Woo! I need a second. Guys, this is going to be on repeat today. This is going to be on repeat for a while. This is Orange. This is my new Orange. This is my new favorite emotional song from Treasure. This is just wow. Like in Orange, I understand was made many years before, and that still hit hard. This is like when Treasure gets the backing of YG. You know, they have like their Treasure now, and they're making the. This is like Orange 2.0. Jeez, man. We're going slow motion, baby. I like it because when you say slow motion, it stays, but then slow motion, like there's that little like flare there, and then you can hear like this background, like like these little like there's like the cymbals too. Oh, I was wondering when he would come in. Haruto's voice actually fits the song so perfectly because we've been hearing some really light and kind of like high vocals, and bringing it to a deeper place kind of like resets it after for what's going to be the ender. It's really nice. Oh, even with Haruto's voice, you can hear a high voice in the background. Really kind of good kind of like stacking of the vocals here, because it just pushes his voice forward. I think there's actually a second rapper now. The rap line, even the rap line has a bit more fun playfulness because you like hear ooh ooh. That's like kind of fun, making it a bit different, distinguishing it from the actual vocals being a bit more angelic. Oh, did you hear that? The way they transition, like that bells, like pshoo, like that's really cool. It feels like glass shattering a bit, like crystals, like diamonds actually for Treasure. Oh, our young vocal king, yeah. Oh my god, it's so smooth. This is wow. There's a lot of cymbals. If you didn't, or it's like maybe just the drum that they're kind of like shaking the little cymbal part, because you can hear it in the background, and I think that really adds a little flavor. It's a very small, minute detail, but that type of thing really just stands out for me. And now with the glasses shattering almost. Oh, this part when Treasure has a live concert, when Treasure has like a stage performance like with lots like a full packed arena, seeing this part with like the light sticks up in the air is gonna be so like shit. It's gonna give me you shivers. It's gonna be really awesome. This is, I think, their type of like anthem that they're gonna do with Tums when they do their concerts. That this is that song. Like you can just see it, you know. Oh, oh, like you can, I can just see it all here. This is that song, man. This is their like anthem song, I would say. I Wow. And this part at the end is perfect for like any kind of like OST, I would say. That All right. All right. I'm sold. I'm sold. Slow motion. Mwah! Slow motion. Wow. Slow motion. Much wow. Many likes. Much love, man. Holy cow. That was everything I hoped it would be. As I mentioned, I feel like this is maybe that Orange 2.0 that we've been all hoping to get. And this, if this doesn't get some form of like crackhead music video by the guys like Face Held Cam or whatever, like they do with Bling Like This and like Come to Me almost, or if they don't do a performance of this, they don't do a live stage for this, I would be very upset because this hits so different. I need this to be live performed. I need this to be performed now, Treasure. I need it now. But you know, this overall is a really cool progression for the guys because when you think about the entire album, you go from My Treasure to what is Be With Me, a bit more slow, a bit more acapella-esque, a bit more like acousticy. This comes back into a place that's very different. It feels like a renewal in a sense, kind of like a brand new kind of like light. And that is kind of like where they are ending off of. I think this is like where you would see the person like with the sunset, like just going off into the distance type of thing. Because after this, we get the original tracks from all of Treasure's previous works, the first one being Boy. So it's like marking a very distinct transition in the album, but this is a really cool place. Even if it was just like three tracks, this would be an awesome place to end off with. This is such a powerful song, such an emotional song, such a very hard-hitting song, I think. And definitely if there was any song that I would pick from this album, it would be My Treasure and this song, but like from the new tracks. If it was a whole track, it'd be very difficult to say because everything is such a bop. But hopefully you guys can let me know which songs, I'll allow you up to 3 songs most likely, are your favorite from this entire album. I'd love to know. If you want to maybe specify which ones, I'll get, you can say which ones are from their favorite, from the current like brand new tracks, and then the other older tracks. But yeah, definitely let me know which songs stand out for you, and I would love to hear it in the comment section below. But hopefully you also check out my reaction to My Treasure, which will be obviously linked in the Treasure playlist down the description box below. And in it, you can also find all my other reactions to Treasure, whether it be their 2020 hits compilation, their Orange, everything like that will be down there. So hopefully you guys check it out. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Kamsahamnida. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave in the comment section below, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, it's been Tony. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.